Hey YouTube, it's Unger to the Max here. So, first thing I want to do is introduce a new series. So, in the past for my schedule prediction videos, last season I did division by division and tried to predict each team's schedule within that division, give you a key player. I decided that type of video took too long. And I believe the year before that, I just did a group of teams and all in one video went maybe Kansas City, Atlanta, Houston, Chicago. I decided that would be too long. So what I'm going to do this season is, instead of trying to predict a whole team's schedule, what I want to do this year is look at an individual team for each episode and look at who their home opponents are and who their away opponents are. And what I'm going to do is predict which games I think will be primetime games, whether that's Sunday night football, Monday night football, or Thursday night football. And I'm going to try and predict who the season opener will be and who that team will play in their home opener. So let me give you an example. Starting off with the Cleveland Browns. Their home opponents are the Indianapolis Colts, Philadelphia Eagles, Las Vegas Raiders, they should still be in Oakland, Washington, Houston Texans, Cincinnati Bengals, Baltimore Ratbirds, and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Their away opponents are America's team, the Dallas Cowboys, the New York Giants, Jacksonville Jaguars, New York Jets, Tennessee Titans, Cincinnati Bengals, Baltimore Ratbirds, and the Pittsburgh Steelers. So, I think the Browns' home game against the Houston Texans will be Sunday Night Football. The Browns' home game against the Philadelphia Eagles will be Monday Night Football. The Browns' away game at the Baltimore Ravens will be Sunday Night Football. They will play at the Dallas Cowboys on Thanksgiving. And I think the away game at the Pittsburgh Steelers will be on Thursday Night Football. I'm going to predict that their home opener will be against the Las Vegas Raiders in Week 3. And their season opener will be at Cincinnati. So I might change my predictions, but that's an example of what it would be like. Okay, so next thing I want to talk about is a total hypothetical division realignment. The NFL is not actually discussing moving teams into different divisions. Again, this is all just hypothetical, okay? So, I'm going to focus on the AFC North, AFC East, and AFC South. So, just as a quick review, AFC North teams, Pittsburgh Steelers, Baltimore Ravens, or as I call them, the Baltimore Ratbirds, Cincinnati Bengals, otherwise known as the Cincinnati Bengals, and the Cleveland Browns. And then in the AFC South, you have the Indianapolis Colts, Houston Texans, Tennessee Titans, and the Jacksonville Jaguars. And then in the AFC East, you have the New England Patriots, or as I call them, the New England Cheat-Riots, New York Jets, Buffalo Bills, and the Miami Dolphins. So, I would move the Baltimore Ravens from the AFC North to the AFC East. Now, I know that would ruin the best rivalry in the AFC North, and arguably one of the best rivalries in all of the AFC. Although, it seems like every team in the AFC North hates the Pittsburgh Steelers. And I don't know why. The Steelers have 6 Super Bowl titles. They've only had 3 head coaches in 47 years. They've had several players go into the Hall of Fame, and several who are going to be in the Hall of Fame. Hines Ward's going to be in the Hall of Fame. Jerome Bettis is in the Hall of Fame. Ben Roethlisberger will be a Hall of Famer. Bill Cowher is going into the Hall of Fame this season. Troy Polamalu's going into the Hall of Fame this season. Yeah. I don't know why every team hates the Steelers. I really don't. But anyway, move the Baltimore Ravens to the AFC East, and then you move the Dolphins to the AFC South. Now I know the Patriots, when they've gone down to Miami, have for some reason historically struggled at Hard Rock Stadium. But of course, the play that comes to mind first is the Miami Miracle. But it just makes sense to move the Dolphins to the AFC South. And then you move the Colts from the AFC South to the AFC North. I think this moving the Colts to the AFC North would actually be a good thing. You could potentially create a new rivalry between the Steelers and Colts, and between the Colts and Browns. Because the Colts and Browns, the last couple times they played each other, it's really come down to the wire, and it seems like the two teams don't really like each other. It seems like tensions go up just a bit when the Indianapolis Colts play the Cleveland Browns. Now, you could see that differently, and think that I'm just plain crazy, which is totally fine. But from my perspective, it seems like when the Indianapolis Colts play the Cleveland Browns, tensions go up just a little bit. And I think because of the significant games played between the two of them, Colts and Steelers could become a nice divisional rivalry. So that's all just hypothetical. The NFL's not actually talking about moving the Ravens to the AFC East, or moving the Dolphins to the AFC South, or moving the Colts to the AFC North. It's all hypothetical. Alright? Cool. Last thing. I don't like it when teams go empty backfield and just leave the quarterback pretty much on an island. I really don't. To me, it signals to the defense, hey defense, come and get our quarterback. We don't have anybody protecting him. Why would you put your quarterback in that type of danger? Especially if the quarterback standing back there is a non-mobile quarterback, like a Peyton Manning or a Tom Brady. Yes, or a Drew Brees. Yes, those three quarterbacks can, step up in the pocket to elude defenders, but you don't really see them take off and run. Whereas Deshaun Watson or Russell Wilson, Ben Roethlisberger, although Ben Roethlisberger, when he takes off, it's more to extend plays, not really to run for some sort of gain. But like Russell Wilson, Aaron Rodgers, I would put Aaron Rodgers in the same category as Ben Roethlisberger, actually. But Russell Wilson, Deshaun Watson, Cam Newton, those three, if you rush them, they have the element of being able to take off and run. Most quarterbacks can't do that. So when you go empty backfield, you're providing no protection to your quarterback. If the defensive line or the linebackers or like the safeties, if the defense is running a safety blitz, you have no protection back there like a running back or a wide receiver. So I just don't understand why teams go empty backfield. Yes, I know it works a lot of the times, but even when it works, I still don't like it.